Hey guys, Maya here. It's been a while since I've last made a video, and I thought I'd make my comeback with a Black Beacon video. I've been playing this game for a couple weeks, and it's been a lot of fun. However, the controls are just awful for PC. Now, you have really two options to play on PC. That's either download an emulator or play off Google Play Games Beta. I tried the Google Play Games version first, and it's not really all that great. Has a lot of audio glitches, but I digress. The emulator version has some functionality that can get around my gripes about the control settings. Let's dive in and figure out these controls. Now, I'm on the emulator LD player, so this may not apply to all, but you should be able to find key mapping sections on other emulators. For LD player, key mapping is the second button on the right bar. So we go over here, click into this, and now we can see all of the keys. So by default, it fills in a lot of things, like you have your escape over there to pull up your pause menu. You have some stuff up here like for cutscene controls and other buttons in your pause menu, WSD, everything else. But the right mouse button in this situation is your attack button. I prefer the left mouse button to be that. We're gonna set this up like every other regular gacha game. I like having dodges on right mouse and attack on left mouse. And I don't like having to click and drag to move my camera. That is the worst thing ever. So what we're gonna do is go to key map scheme up here where it says mode 1. There is a mode 1, mode 2, and a free look. That is the one we want. So I'm gonna go ahead and default this back to how it's supposed to be. And now we can set it up. Like in most other gacha games, such as Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rails, Endless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves, Tower of Fantasy, etc. Moving your mouse will move your camera. And to control your mouse, you hold Alt and you can move it around and click stuff. Sounds pretty par for the course for gacha games these days, right? So what you do is this little button here governs giving your mouse back. So you can set it to control, you can set it to Alt, whatever you want. I prefer it on Alt because that's where it is on everything else. I'm gonna click that, I'm gonna hit Alt, and good deal. Now for our attack and dodge, down here, this little bullet thing is your left mouse click. Because you know, this free look thing is made for shooter games, but it works just fine for our purposes. So that is your left mouse click. Your shift is your dodge still. You can set that to whatever you want. I'm going to add one here, so you just click, press the button you want to add, which is for me right mouse button, and reset. So either one of these can be used to dodge. Good deal. That is literally it. We can hit save, we can full screen again, we can play the game. So we hit Alt to hide our mouse, and now we can move around and control the camera with our mouse. We can hit left click to attack, and we can dodge with our right click or with our shift button, either one. And we can still hit Q for our attacks. That is the skill 1. Skill 2 there we can't actually use because it doesn't have any charge, but we can switch a character. Let's pull in Florence. So let's press 2. Oh, that's 0. Whoops. I may have to move that to 2 and 3 instead of 1 and 2, but yeah, I digress. Okay, so on Florence, you can use either skill right off the bat. So her Q is there. That's skill 1. Her E is here. That is skill 2. And R is ultimate. That's exactly how I like my things set up. So we're good. We can fight in this game perfectly comfortably. So let's go find something to kill. Okay, now we can test it out. Yeah, I don't mind the skill issue. I'm bad. We're still getting used to this game. Let's go find something else. Do we have to jump a gap again? We have to jump a gap again. Let's pull in Airy. This is low-key really f***ing cool, by the way. Anyway, things are working pretty good. We have our traditional setup acquired for Black Beacon. Kind of a bit of a loop to jump through, but once you're good, you're good.
Thank you. No need to thank us. You mentioned your general is...
You filthy scum! How dare you ask of His Majesty's
whereabouts? The only downside is having this on where the free look is enabled and you don't have your mouse shown. It's kind of going to skip through the dialogue a lot. While you're doing story stuff, beware of that if you use this method. Whenever you open up a story, you probably want to tap that Alt button real quick to get your mouse so that it doesn't auto skip through. That's slightly annoying, but personally, I'll take this over not having it. That's just me though. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know.